So as we continue to tour the Stranahan House, which is of course the oldest structure here in Fort Lauderdale, preserving this home is so important, and all of the contents inside, and air conditioning, and especially good air conditioning that works properly, is one of the key things. So we have Mike Lang here today with us from Air Around the Clock. So Mike, you guys are doing something really incredible for Stranahan House here today. Why don't you share with our viewers what that is?
One of our technicians came out and said that they needed a new unit, a new 5-ton unit installed. It was going to be $7,000 to do the install. I said, you know, hold on a minute. Let me call Rheem and I'll see, maybe they'll donate the unit, because it's, you know, it's a not-for-profit. It's the oldest home in Fort Lauderdale. There's not a lot of history in Fort Lauderdale, but there's a lot of big buildings.
This is it. This is where it's all began.
This is it, 1901. This is the first structure in Fort Lauderdale. So we called up Rheem. They said they would go ahead with it if we would donate the labor to it. We were more than happy to donate the labor to it. And that's how the whole project got started. Then we got in contact with you guys. You guys decided to do a show on it, and it just helps them to raise more money for the Stranahan House.
Mike, so what you guys are doing here for such a historically significant place in Fort Lauderdale is amazing. And I'm sure it takes a team to make this all happen.
It did. And I'd like to say who the team was, actually. Okay, first off, I'd like to thank the partners, Eric Pereira and Steve Cartier. And I'd like to thank our distributor, who we get all our air conditioners from, which is Jacques Letard, and the president there, Zach Lindy. And finally, Rheem Corporation and its president, Mike Branson, who has jumped right on board on this as soon as we contacted him. So we could not have done it without any one of those people. So I want to say thank you to them. You know, I have children, I have grandchildren. I think it's important that they know the history. I think it's important that people donate to the Stranahan House in the future, because you don't want this to go away. We're standing amongst about 1 million giant buildings in back of us, and this is the only history that Fort Lauderdale has. So I think it's important that they keep it that way.
It truly is. I mean, this is where it all began, right here on the New River. And when you look at what the city's become, what a special place, and of course, what a special thing that you guys are doing today.
And also, it's better to give than to get.
Absolutely.